then we get, I know that Dave and I had a buddy at the radio station. They were partying back in those days. So we were partiers here at this time, we're hanging out in the clubs, and, it was still a part of our life at this point, and so Dave, I remember, calls me. He's like, hey, one of the night jocks is like, wants you to like play the stuff for the morning show. We're going to get it. And it was Freebird Hot Wings. It was the morning show, and still is. And they were like,
okay. Yeah, they're in Michigan.
In the hometown. And it's like, look, hey, everyone, the PD, the program director at the time, and the end, I'm like, I don't know what. And he's like, yeah, all the people are going to be in this room, the conference call, Freebird Hot Wings, like they want to watch the video, give them the spiel. And I'm like, okay, yeah, no problem, let's do it. So I remember we had printed up 1,000 of these CDs with 3 songs. They were like an EP, and I had them done at like a disc makers, really well done. I mean, it was like floss, and especially CDs at this point too. In the 90s are king. I mean, it's everything at this point. Press kit. I mean, there's none of the social media really. It's not big. So we get around this big, huge like radio conference table, and I put the CDs, like 20 of them around every seat, and I got my laptop and I play that video that you just showed, and I was like, look, number one, I'm not here to see if you'll play my record. I was like, do not have to play my record. Like, I mean, I know all you radio stations get fed for the same thing. Why don't you play me? And, I was like, look, you don't have to play my record. That's not why I'm here. I just want you to know that when nationals come in and you need some support, we're here. We can do that. If it's other events that the radio needs, you don't want nationals and you just want covers, we can play covers, man. You need a 3-set show, we can do it. Just want you to know that we're in your neighborhood. We're right next to, it's a band. We're serious. We're not like going to be here. We're not going to not be here next year. We're doing this. You can count on me. I'm the dude. Like, if you need anything and you need it with live music, like let us be someone you think about, and I left.
Right.
And then I got called, by the night jock. He called me immediately, and he's like, hey, dude, they just added the record. And I'm like, great. Well, what's that? What do you mean? He's like, no, dude, you don't understand how big. Like, they're going to start all day parts. Yeah. All day. Like, and then it goes number 1 on media base, locally on the station. Again, I didn't know what any of that meant. Now we start becoming this big fish in the small pond, lines and lines around buildings to do these. We're doing cover shows. Like, it wasn't even like anything big. We're just people packed to hear this song and our song, and some management. Then we start to get, people are starting to kind of sniff around the band. And then, they're like, well, I remember calling the management. Management's like, hey, do you got anything else? I'm like, well, I got this song called 155, but I want this for Kid Rock. I was like, oh, this is my big break, man. I forget about Pop Evil. This, maybe Kid Rock will use this, and then I'll be off to the races, bro.
Get money.
So we were green, man. I was young. I was a kid, So it's like management's like, no, you're not giving that to anybody. We're gonna drop that song, and then I'm being crazy. We still play 155 to this day.
155, we still play on this station to this day. Yeah.